For the past 5 months, we have seen time and again the amazing work by medical professionals right there on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. But what's being done to support these essential workers during these difficult times? Well, joining us now to discuss that is Senior Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer of Atlantic Health System, Nikki Watson-Sumpter. Thanks so much for being with us, Nikki. And you oversee a workforce that provides health care at over 400 sites in New Jersey. That's roughly 17,000 employees. So what adjustments have you had to make during this pandemic to support them?
Thank you, Amy, for having me. Yes, we've had to make a number of adjustments. We've had to make sure that our team has had the right personal protective equipment and had all of the things that they need to care for themselves and for their families.
Right, because you are dealing with a huge increase of demand at hospitals and healthcare facilities. Have you had to hire additional employees to meet that demand?
Absolutely. We continue to hire at this point. We're always looking for great team members to join Atlantic Health System. And so this has been a time of extreme focus from a recruitment standpoint.
Well, I think a lot of people's ears just perked up because we know there are a lot of Americans looking for work right now. So you're Chief Human Resources Officer. Do you have any job hunting advice that you can share with our viewers who are looking for work?
Absolutely. Make sure that you present your best foot forward. Know how to use the virtual tools that have been identified for the interview and look your best. Make sure that you continue to wear the appropriate attire for the interview and put your best foot forward.
Yeah, just because you're at home doesn't mean you need to dress like it's Saturday, right? So
Absolutely.
To maintain social distancing, as you just mentioned, this is all being done virtually. A lot of job interviews are remote job interviews. So are there any specific tips that you can give our viewers for interviewing on camera from home other than making sure you're dressed appropriately?
Correct. Make sure that your environment is suited for the interview. Make sure that not only that you have the right attire, but you know exactly about what you're looking for in the job, but also make sure you have your resume and all of those other tools that are required for an in-person interview. You want to have that available because you may be asked to share that on screen as well.
All right, be prepared for just about anything and act as if you were meeting them in person. I think that's really good advice. Nikki Watson-Sumpter, thank you so much for your time and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
Coming up next here.